If you've ever been bullied or have a child that has experienced it, you know how painful the experience can be. But when bullying takes a step further, it becomes dangerous. That's what Jamie Lee Curtis's trans daughter is going through. After watching her daughter receive serious death threats for how she chooses to identify herself, the famous actress has decided to use her platform to speak up against transphobia. Keep watching to know what she has to say. First, Jamie Lee Curtis had to say this about her daughter receiving death threats. In 2020, Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter, Ruby, sat her family down to finally come out as transgender. It was a scary experience for the 26-year-old to tell her parents something they weren't aware of, but she was met with welcoming arms because her family valued who she was. Though it was challenging to learn and understand how Curtis could support her daughter and use the proper vocabulary necessary, the star has been scared of what Ruby is going through these days. Recently, the actress revealed that her daughter was receiving death threats for being trans. She thought it was necessary to speak up because she had a platform where her voice will be heard. When Curtis first revealed that her daughter was receiving death threats for being trans, she said she saw transphobia as similar to fascism. She said there are people out in the world who want to kill trans people who are just like her daughter. To think there are people out there who would detest your life as a human being is scary, and Curtis's actions stand in solidarity with the trans community. The actress candidly admitted that she was scared of what was happening and that other people should be scared too. She encourages the world to think about issues like transphobia and talk about them because it is the only way they can be overcome. Curtis isn't ashamed to love and celebrate her daughter openly and feels nothing but pride when thinking about her. Needless to say, her fighting to protect her child and others like her is commendable. Next, Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter Ruby emerged as transgender in 2020. Last year, Ruby and her mother spoke publicly about how she first came out to her parents. She described the experience as scary because it was a massive part of who she was, and she couldn't bring herself to speak to them in person. Many tears were involved, but her parents were willing to understand their child. Despite having parents who were accepting of her, it was still a daunting thought for obvious reasons. But Curtis tried her best to learn and educate herself on how she could be an ally instead of siding with the ignorant. The Knives Out star said she'd made a few mistakes along the way, but she's trying to overcome her initial lack of knowledge. She says it's like learning new terminology, but she knows she'll get there eventually. In May, Ruby happily married her partner, Kynthia, in a cosplay-style ceremony. Her supportive mother officiated the wedding and gushed over the day on social media. This shows how close Curtis is to her trans daughter. It doesn't take much to understand why death threats against her would upset the actress. Hate speech is a very grave problem because it affects the lives of those who don't fit stereotypical ideals. Watching Curtis call out hate speech and transphobia will encourage others to do the same. People in positions of power have a higher chance of being heard and followed, and since the actress is so famous, her comments might inspire other actors to follow suit. Jamie Lee Curtis is now using her voice to actively call out problematic things. While Curtis was busy promoting her upcoming movie, Haunted Mansion, last week, she has not been busy enough to forget problematic comments made by Kanye West. The actress often uses her platform to address serious social issues happening around us to condemn hate. While Kanye has been highlighted many times on news platforms for his erratic social media behavior, he came under fire for certain anti-Semitic comments this time. The rapper, who has previously been under fire for anti-black sentiments and making questionable political statements using fashion, only now has his career on the line with his recent anti-Semitic remarks. Jamie Lee Curtis was quick to condemn Kanye's tweets and was vocal about why they were so problematic. Curtis admits that she began to cry when she read Kanye's tweets and was shocked that he would choose to write what he did. She calls Kanye's tweet abhorrent and feels he should receive professional help. While talking about the tweet, Curtis pointed out how fascism is growing worldwide, and given the troubling pattern, it's insensitive to post anti-Jew sentiments on a platform like Twitter. Kanye's Instagram account is already reported to have been locked by the social media platform for violating its guidelines, so it isn't surprising that the rapper would misuse another social media app. Curtis isn't the only one who's taken offense to Kanye's comments. Brands the rapper has been affiliated with, as Balenciaga and Adidas, have instantly terminated their relationship with him. Next, Jamie Lee Curtis and her daughters glimmered on the red carpet for the first time since Ruby came out as trans. During the Halloween Ends premiere, Curtis brought her two daughters to accompany her to the premiere of her film. After coming out as transgender to her parents, this was Ruby's first red carpet. Curtis's two adopted daughters, Ruby and Annie, posed with their doting mother on the red carpet. The three looked glamorous in their dresses faces as they got photographed for the event. Amid receiving death threats and transphobic comments, Ruby didn't let that stop her from making a public appearance with her supportive mother. Having such family representation in public is essential because it normalizes an otherwise sensitive topic that is often a target of hate speech and crime. Curtis has since taken to Instagram to celebrate and appreciate her daughters, expressing her pride in being their mother. Moving on, Jamie Lee Curtis has strong opinions about this cosmetic procedure. The Halloween star commented on cosmetic procedures and where she went wrong with them. The actress recently revealed that after she hit 60, her beliefs about aging and cosmetic procedures changed utterly. She candidly admitted that she had gotten Botox once, and though it made her wrinkles smooth out, she says using the procedure can make you look like a plastic figurine. She grew up being adversely affected by beauty standards and wanting to change things through procedures, so she ensured her daughters wouldn't do the same. She explains that she's told them never to tamper with their face. Curtis doesn't believe in erasing marks that show you've lived a life. Her pro-aging stance becomes stronger with age. The actress rose to fame at 19 when she was cast to act in Halloween. She admits that there were moments when the actress felt compelled to adhere to beauty standards by going under the knife. She insists that is not worth the trouble. The Halloween actress says if people could walk in their shoes, they'd know that even after going under the knife, all doesn't work out. Curtis firmly calls herself pro-aging because she doesn't want to worry about beauty standards. Instead, she wants to age with a personality full of intellect, elegance, dignity, and fun. She says people base their whole life on procedures, but don't have to because aging isn't bad. It's a part of life. Next, we have Curtis's candid addiction confession after a cosmetic procedure. The actress has always spoken boldly about her life choices so others can learn from them. She revealed that after she received a certain cosmetic procedure, she ended up battling a drug addiction that lasted years. It all began when a cameraman said he wouldn't shoot the actress because her eyes appeared too puffy on his camera. The comment embarrassed her so much that she felt self-conscious about her looks. Once the movie ended, she thought she needed to do something about her puffiness. One thing led to another and she got an easy cosmetic procedure to remove it. Even though the procedure wasn't painful enough to warrant a painkiller, they gave Curtis some Vicodin. That led to the actress developing a serious addiction that cost years of her life. Now Curtis is more than 20 years sober and is at the forefront of raising awareness about addiction, mainly linked to painkillers and opiate-based medicines. Now, on aging and beauty standards, here's what she has to say. The actress doesn't want to forget her age and hide it because aging doesn't have to be bad. Curtis believes in keeping her beliefs around age healthy so she can be the best version of herself as she grows older. A version that doesn't need to bend to the beauty standards around her. When Curtis was starring in Everything Everywhere All at Once, she made sure her character was free from concealment to make her more socially attractive. In a shared photo on her Instagram, Curtis sits happily with her belly, stealing the show. She revealed that she's been hiding her stomach and sucking it in since she was 11. So, letting it all relax in her role made her feel free. Curtis is an excellent example of aging with grace. Instead of caving to societal standards, she makes a difference in non-profit organizations and gives us killer performances. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think about Curtis using her platform to raise awareness of transphobia? Let us know in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.